So were you both born and raised in London?
Yeah, we born, raised.
Okay. What was it like growing up there?
Definitely wasn't tea and crumpets that everyone in America seems to think it is.
Like, you know, I feel like it's hard, man. Struggle. It's always like it looks different on the TV. I think what's perceived to Americans, but it's just I feel like it's kind of the same. Like we grew up in, like we didn't grow up with silver spoons. Like single parents, mom. On the roads, man, in the streets. We was in the streets. Like when we was young, we grew up in the streets, so we was in the gangs and stuff. I think I was in the gang from when I was like 7. So we was in the streets and yeah, like going to school and that, and then I got kicked out of school, got kicked out of college. So yeah, the music kind of was the thing that kind of made us turn our life into a positive. I went through a situation in 2011 where my mum got shot, my stepdad got killed in my house in front of me. Like, they tried to kill me. I ran into my mum's room. They chased after me. They kicked off my mum's door. They shot through the door, shot my mum. My stepdad ran out the room. They killed my stepdad. Came back looking for me, but I was kind of hiding next to the wardrobe, and they was pointing a gun at my mum, like, where is he and stuff like that. So I've been to jail, so we've been through a lot of things growing up in London.
Why did you go to jail?
Like robberies. So, yeah.
And what about you? Tell me about your upbringing.
Yeah, I was from an area called Gypsy Hill. He was from an area called Thornton Heath, and like our areas linked up and became one gang. That's how we met, and then we started making music together. And there was more of us, but all of my friends, everyone just ended up going to jail. And then it just ended up being me and him left. And then it just became Krept and Konan. But there was more of us, and then we continued to just do music, and it just ended up being me and him, and then we just took it to here. Like we just never stopped. Even though we was going through all these situations and stuff, we just thought the only thing that was going to take us from this is music. There's no other option, and then that's what we did. We just done the music, ran with it, put our all into it, and yeah, and then we released our first like mixtape independently, our third mixtape like on iTunes, and that was really successful. Got a Guinness World Record for it and stuff. And then off the back of that, got our first record deal. We had a big record on the streets. People, they started kind of leaking over into the States. Done a remix it was a song called Don't Waste My Time, done a remix with French Montana. And then that kind of got awareness from people from over in the States. While that happened, we signed our record deal, started working on our album, and because from the success of what was going on in the UK, Americans came over, or some Americans just started seeing. That's why he's like, my favourite songs Don't Waste My Time right now. YG was at a festival in London where he saw us performing, and he was like, you guys killed it, why did they put me on after you guys? And we kind of built relationships like that. Rick Ross was performing in the same place. He heard our stuff and he was like, well, who's you guys' inspiration? And that's kind of like how everything happened, and we just like ran with it, man. We just finished our album when? Was it January?
November. November, and then we added the songs, so it ended up being finished officially.
Yeah, no, January,
February. Yeah,
and then released our like first single, Jeremiah, which was sick. Like, cause Jeremiah was, he came over to the UK, and he was like, he had Don't Tell Him was doing really well, and he was like, he wanted to do a UK remix. Who are the guys? And everyone's like, Krept and Konan are like guys in the UK, and then he kind of hit us up, and we kind of made Freak of the Week with Jeremiah, and then Def Jam picked it up, and then it was like, now we're here in the Def Jam building. So yeah, now we're just gonna hopefully keep building and stuff.
You mentioned the gang life that you were in.
Yeah.
It's known that you guys were a part of Gypset, sorry.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, it was basically my area and his area. We were separate, like different areas, and then we through school, like mutual friends, we just became one, and like we was kind of just running wild, like in our teens, like what, from about 13 to about 18. Like we kind of got, it kind of ended when it died down. Like there was a stage when all of us were just going to jail. Like there was about I feel like Krept and there's about 3 people that didn't, and then there's about 20 something of us, and only 3 people didn't go to jail, so it was a time when we was all just in jail at that stage, and that kind of humbled everyone. Some people come out and then they just had to kind of grow up faster and just kind of get your life on track.
I just usually judge people by the tone that they use when they say it, so it's been used as both on a regular basis. So, I mean, it is what it is, though.
Listen, I think they need this. I think it's a few things they need to do. I think Ku Klux Klan members need to not be able to wear hoods no more. We need to see who's behind those motherfucking hoods. When those flags, and I think that the flag, you should still be able to fly it on your personal. Like you can still have it on your cars.